Movie for the day. Lion King is a photorealistic remake of traditional animated Lion King by Disney in 1994. The plot of the movie runs with the cub Simba, who was the son of Mufasa, king of the jungle, and Sarabi, queen of jungle. The movie begins with the birth of Simba, the new little prince of the jungle. Mufasa took Simba to the woods and taught him how to catch its prey, and how to hunt like a king, and how to live like a king. Mufasa was so generous and kind-hearted and loved by everyone except the villain of the movie, who is none other than Mufasa's younger brother. Yes, here comes the villain of the movie, Scar, with a scar in his face. The birth of Simba was a disappointing factor for Scar, since Simba will be the next king for the jungle and Scar's desire for king's position got faded. Mufasa took Simba everywhere except beyond the shadows, that where the hyenas reside, and Mufasa also warned Simba not to go there. But however Scar managed to trick and tempt Simba to visit the hyena's place, Simba, who was already curious in knowing what's there, was easily tricked. So now Simba went to the hyena's cave with his friend Nala, who was meant to be the next queen. Both had no idea of hyenas in the cave. As per the Scar's plan, Simba got into the trap. Both the cubs were surrounded by cackle of hyenas. There comes the king to rescue them with a grim roar. The queen of the cackle pretended to apologize to Mufasa and had a personal vengeance with Nala that was expressed in her look. On stepping out of the cave, Mufasa advised Simba to stay patient to show his strength and asked him to be independent, since he will be the next king after Mufasa, and always remember their ancestors. Even after their demise, they remain in the universe in the form of stars. The very evening, Balwal Deva went to the hyena's cave and gave them hope for their survival by giving them a new plan of killing Bahubali. So Scar started executing the plan by taking Simba into a lonely rocks out there and blamed him that this is the best place for roaring practice, and asked him to practice hard, and left the place. Few moments later, Simba saw a herd of wild buffaloes approaching towards him down the rock. That would huge momentum to face for a little cub. Simba ran for his life, hiding and climbing wherever he could. Mufasa, on knowing this, came to rescue Simba, and with a great struggle, Simba was saved, and Mufasa, who tried to climb the rocks from other side, was pushed down by Scar from a great height without being noticed by anyone. Alas, there ends an era of mighty King Mufasa. Now Simba, who has no idea of what has happened, was threatened by Scar that Simba will be blamed for King's death, and Scar asked to Simba to run from the kingdom and go to somewhere else. Innocent Simba has no idea of what is happening and just went from the place. Scar ordered the hyenas to kill Simba, but Simba escaped from their sight. So the hyenas faked Simba's death to Scar and rest of them. After escaping from them, Simba crossed several miles. Simba was tired and sad, slept on the sand of the desert. Vultures and eagles passed by. Notice Simba was ready to hunt their prey. That's when Timon and Pumba saved Simba. Timon of mongoose variety and Pumba of pig variety was a rock and roll duo they had a common slogan for their life, Hakuna Matata, which means not to worry and to forget their past. On the other hand, Scar took the Pride land in his control and as promised hyenas dominated rest of the lions and the Pride land was no more a land with pride. Scar asked Devasena to be his queen or else lose pride and eat the food after hyenas. Every lion faced a terrible time with the Scar in the Pride Rock. Days passed by. Simba is now a fully grown lion with a carefree attitude. Timon and Pumba with his side to hang on and chit chat. Simba literally had no idea of what hunting is, ate scrub and worms and has been a pet lion for the jungle. Scar and the hyenas started dominating there in the Pride land. Sarabi and rest of them couldn't tolerate. Remember Nala, the little cub? She was no more a little cub and she couldn't able to bear with Scar's activities and ruling nature eloped from the Pride land. After several days, Nala fortunately met Simba in the woods. Both were astonished and they had grown too big and they started to spend time and Nala asked Simba to come to the Pride land and control Scar. But initially Simba refused as he lacked confidence to meet his mother and fight with Scar. At last, there comes Simba to his own land where he belongs with Timon and Pumbaa. Everyone, including Scar, got surprised on the arrival of Simba since the hyenas faked Simba's death. Scar, who was totally disappointed, revealed the fact that he was the reason behind Mufasa's death. There was a huge fight, Scar, hyenas and Simba and his pride of lions. Finally, hyenas came to know that Scar did everything in a selfish motto and killed Scar. On the other hand, Simba in the Pride Rock gives a roar no less than Mufasa, taking the honor to be the next king of Pride land. There begins the happiness for Magilmadi ever after.
Surprise, motherfucker.